Well, Robert Frost used to call it the road less traveled. We got away from Erie, we got away from Summit, past Colt Station, a little hobble called Little Hope, all the way to Weeks Valley Road, the last north-south road in Erie County before you get into New York State. Well, Erie City was bracing to break a 150-inch snow record. I wanted to find the snow capital of Erie County, where they talk in terms of feet, not inches. So we came out here to talk to Chris, whose family has lived here for generations. Talk to her about practical, everyday things that much of us take for granted, like growing a garden, or having cars, or what the winters of the 70s were really like.
We've always kept kind of an earmarked track on it to note, of course, the winters of 77 and into the 80s were unbelievable for wind and freezing.
How much snow have you measured this year?
350 to 360 inches. We tried a car in 1976 and we tried a car in 1984. The neighbors tried a Volkswagen Rabbit and they don't last about 2 years. Our poor apple trees got whacked by the heavy snow, but if we get too late in the spring, it kills the buds. If we get too early in the fall, you know, it's just so much difference from that lake. My joke is always to fill it in, but I don't think that's a probability. Well, we have had frost as late as July 4th, with snow on July 4th, and that was probably around 91, 92, and we've had frost as early as August 21st, and that was, of course, 77, 78.
So do you get tomatoes?
Sometimes you might get one or two. The one year I had a bumper crop, we got rain and they blighted, and that was the end of that. So it's just a battle. It's a battle all the time.
Well, to quote Frost again from his poem Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, these woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I've got promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep. Well, just a few miles away from the city, and you can see the snowy, beautiful side of winter.
And it's just this quiet, beautiful, just serene setting, and you're out in the middle of the woods, and there's nothing that even compares to that. It's amazing how the lodge almost has its own little climate up here, you know, because the radar map pops up on the screen, and there's always just that little tab where it's showing, you know, heavier snow belt areas of where the snowfall's coming down at, or where that band's settled at, and it's always on us. You know, you drive down off the hill, at the bottom of the hill, it's not snowing, you know, or you get further north and you get up to 90 and it may not be a flake in the air, but it just keeps pounding down on us here. This year so far we've received 368 inches of snow, which is actually 2.5 times, just over 2.5 times what Erie's gotten this year, which is pretty great considering Erie's looking at breaking a record, and you know, we've gotten that much more snowfall.
You know, folks, the beauty of this operation, and even this story all about snow and enjoying the winter, is that if you get enough snowshoeing and cross-country skiing,